Okay, hey guys, Anime Wispy here is going to review for Sachi-iro, One Room or One Room of Happiness, Chapter 32. So yes, cover page is nice of the ocean, and then it says, pretty much it says, let the ocean waves take all your troubles away. So we start this chapter off pretty much with Sachi and Mr. playing in the ocean, or more. Sachi is playing in the ocean, Mr. is just standing there. And she starts getting frustrated because he keeps dodging as she's throwing water at him. And he's like, well, there's no one that would play out in the ocean at this time. And so she ends up tripping him. Trips him. And so he's like, Sachi, and she's laughing. And he's like, thanks a lot, I'm freezing. And she's like, oh, don't be mad. And he's like, can't believe you're in the mood to play in this freezing water. And then she just says something really dark, offhanded, that they often drenched her in water and left her outside in the middle of winter, and he's just like, not something you should be saying so nonchalantly. And she's like, huh, why? And so then we get back to the main topic really, and he's like, let's say those two are the new Its. Are you really going to kill them? And then she's just like, oh, I'll kill them. I mean, dead men, it's like, after all, dead men tell no tales. And she's like, I know, but she's like, her Mister says, I know, but then she asks if there's something wrong with her plan, and he's like, that's not it. How do I say this? And she's like, you're not scared, are you? And he's kind of shocked by that. And she's like, what difference does killing another person or two make? And she's like, someday I'll have to kill you too. He's like, you understand, don't you? And he's like, I do. But he says, there's a difference between her killing him and her killing those two, because she kills them, then that'll make her an accomplice. So he's like, then you too will be held accountable for these crimes, because if she kills them, it makes her an accomplice, meaning they are in this together then. But she says that she's been long since prepared for it. To which he doesn't really say anything, and she's like, hey, Onisan, there's something I haven't told you, and it's that I don't trust you. Not even doesn't trust him even a single bit. And she says, the only one I trust is myself. And she's like, but I can't continue like that. So if those two turn out to be the new It, then you kill them to show that I can trust you. And pretty much be showing her that he'd kill anyone for the sake of continuing their life. So she's like, do you understand me? Or he asks if she understands the meaning behind her words. To which she just walked past him and says, I fully understand. That's why I asked you to do it. But then she says, I don't know any other way to trust someone. That's kind of broken. It's like, I don't know any other way to trust some. And then it's pauses and says one. So she goes over and picks up a bottle and says, they'll be here soon. And says, we should get ready, Onisan, or Mister. And she's like, I'll distract them with the first attack, and you finish them off. You can do it, right? And it's like, after all, you still haven't found the answer to my question, have you? And so then Matsubase arrives to see the Mister just standing there in a hoodie. And so Matsubase says, we came because we thought you were going to kill yourselves. And he's like, Mister is like, we're calmer than you expected, I see. And it's like, what do you want? And he's like, where is Sachi here? XXX. And he's like, answer the question. And he grips the bottle, and Matsuba's like, fine, as you already know, I'm not with the police. And he's like, I followed you here on my own accord. And he's like, why? but he says, I came to separate the two of you, the kidnapper and XXX. To which his partner is like shocked, like, eh? And then I guess he's like thinking, and he's like, and that's not something we can do if we become a threat. That's what he said, so what the hell is he doing? And then Mister is like, I see. That's too bad then, and that's where the chapter pretty much ends, with Sachi sneaking up behind them with the shovel, and then him gripping the bottle and saying, what a shame indeed. So yeah, a lot faster chapter this time, because not as much was actually dialogue, it was more setting up for Sachi to, like, Sachi's motive basically is just, currently she doesn't trust anyone, so if the Mister wants to gain her trust, he needs to kill these two. Pretty much to kind of prove himself, so in a way it shows who's really in charge here, I'd say. He's kind of just going along with what she tells him to do at this point, is what it seems. But he's very clearly, he's like really hesitant to actually go through with it, because you see, like, on the last panel when he's like grabbing the bottle, you can see like his hands sweating, and he's constantly asking her, like, are you sure about this? Are you sure you understand what this means? Stuff like that, showing that he's not entirely committed to, like, killing people for them to stay together. But then Sachi, on the other hand, is the more kind of dominant side seeming kind of thing, where she just like, she's pretty much saying that I don't trust you, so do this to gain my trust, essentially. Kind of reminds me of like Yakuza or something like that, where it's just very, Yakuza is probably not the correct term, but like Mafia or Yakuza, something like that, a gang member. Something like that, where they're like on the underside of the world, and they're like trying to gain trust through these, like, prove yourself through your actions kind of thing, I guess. But yeah, thought it was a pretty good chapter. There's still like 3 more after this that have come out. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more anime reactions, reviews, as well as manga reviews and stuff of the like. Check out the links down below to the Patreon as well as the Discord, and yeah, that's all I got for this one, so I'll see you all for the next video, which will be chapter 33, and yeah, later.